This video is going to be long, very long. It is going to cover everything from start to whatever we have at the moment of release of this video. It is going to include samples, visual samples, what you can do with Canva elements, free and pro, when and how you can use them. This video was not made earlier because I did not have publicly available evidence, and 2 days ago on Twitter, Canva, using their official account, provided me, and when I say me, they also provided you because it is a public tweet, anyone can see it. They provided us with evidence. If you do not want to wait for the entire explanation in depth of everything that what I'm going to say right now, this is a short recap. You can use Canva as a tool for anything. So commercially, privately, you can use Canva as a tool for anything. No restrictions. So when I say use Canva, I literally mean use Canva as a blank canvas. Just a tool, and everything that is on that page, it is uploaded by you. Your images, your clip art, your words, everything is done by you. You can use that way Canva without any restrictions. Next is using free elements. You can use free elements only if you overlap them, and at the end, on the very top of your design, you put your own artwork. So on the top of all the free elements that you placed on your design, on your page, on the top it has to be your own artwork. You cannot have free elements that the last element that is on top is free element. It has to be overlapped a lot by a lot with either a font, so text, or with your own artwork on top. And you can use free elements to sell them on Etsy, Redbubble, and Zazzle in this way. When it comes to using pro elements, you can only use them as Canva template link. So you can sell them as a Canva template link, and then somebody is going to get that link, edit the design or whatever changes they need to be done to that design, and then that person, let's say once again you are that person, you can use pro elements only for your private use. You cannot sell anything that you create using pro elements. Now, when it comes to Amazon KDP, because I believe that is also one of the most important questions, you cannot use anything. So free elements or pro elements, you cannot use them for Amazon KDP, because once you are publishing your book, you need to check that you own the copyright and you hold necessary publishing rights for the book that you are presenting to Amazon KDP. Now, there is a way you can go beyond this, and that is actually putting your account, your KDP account, at risk because of things that I will explain later on in the video. So this is just a short recap for those who don't want to wait for the entire video because it will be long video. So this is what you need to know. If you are happy with this information, the way it is presented, you can leave. But if you want to hear a detailed explanation, emails from Canva, tweets from Canva, official, so not somebody who is a Canva community ambassador or something like that. So people that are actually working for Canva, if you want to hear that and see that, then stick around to the end of this video because everything will be shown here. Now, in order for you to understand why everything happened that has happened, because what and when is easy, you need to be in the right state of mind. To get to the right state of mind, you need to place yourself in one of the following scenarios. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to show you here. So this is where you need to be in order to be able to follow this video. You have three options, and I hope that in one of these three categories you can place yourself. So either you are selling clip art with full commercial rights, or you are selling designs or templates with full commercial rights, or you are selling t-shirts, posters, logbooks, coloring or puzzle books with expanded distribution checked. So this one of these three groups, try to place yourself somewhere within these three groups. Now, option number 1. How would you feel if you created a clip art bundle and you are selling it with full commercial rights, and let's say you are selling it on Creative Fabrica, design bundles, Creative Market or similar, maybe Etsy, and your buyer, whoever that is, makes a hot viral product using your clip art and makes 500, 1000% profit than you could ever dream of. Option number 2, you are selling design and your buyer makes a trendy viral selling product using variation of your design. And option number 3, you are selling t-shirts or books and somebody buys them and he is using the dropshipping method, and then he sells them to local stores with 400% or even more profit margin. None of these buyers, none of your buyers are doing anything illegal. They are all using your product well within what is allowed, but they are making infinite amount more money than you. So how is this making you feel? Just try to take a breath, close your eyes, and imagine this situation where you made a book, made a clip art, made a poster or design, and somebody purchased that design, and now it is selling that design legally as per whatever you provided with your terms of usage and rights, and it is making thousands of times more money than you. How would you feel in that scenario? So this is that right state of mind where you need to be in, and it is important for you to be in this one, because everything that you see right now on your screen, so all of this, you see I'm in Canva, and everything that you see right now on your screen, this is not owned by Canva. Everything that you see here, all the images, clip art, are created by designers that have their store on Canva. And every time you use something they created in your project, they get paid. Now, do you see the dots in the background? Do you see these dots in the background? Now, let me ask you a question. What do you think? Who is going to get paid if you use this dot background in your project? Who is going to get paid? What do you think? The answer is me. I'm going to get paid because this dot background that you see here is actually my clip art. It belongs to me. I am Canva creator. I have Canva creator account, and I uploaded this dot background so I can show you how it actually works in Canva. This is how my profile looks like, and as you can see, I do not have lots of graphics. I only have that dots in the background, and as you can see, it is a pro element. You see here, it is a pro element. I will post the link to this if you want to check it out how it looks like, so you can see how it looks like. This is an actual storefront of a designer that is selling her designs on Canva. So this is how it looks like. So you can do this by any element that you used in your design. You can check the creator of that design. As you can see, I did not upload anything else because I do not have time, but I will give you a link to this so you can check it out how it looks like. Now, what is important to note here is that I'm not going to get a fixed rate, the same as I do on Creative Fabrica, regardless of you using my clip art. So on Creative Fabrica, it is completely different system. On Creative Fabrica, designers get paid even if you do not use their clip art. So if you do not download my clip art, just by being designer on Creative Fabrica, we have a share in profit. It's a small share, but still a share, which makes Creative Fabrica the most attractive market to sell on for designers, especially those that are just starting or do not have a wide and large portfolio. On Canva, it is different. If you do not click and use my graphic in design, so if you do not use this as a background in your design, and if you do not export this at the end of the project, we do not get paid. So I will not get paid just by the fact that you actually dragged and dropped this onto your design. I'm only going to get paid if you export this. So if you actually download this as a PNG, PDF, or whatever. So only after you used my graphic in the project and export that in the file, we will get paid. Now, why is this important? So let me check this one. You see, this is a hot. So if I go here to elements, and if I scroll here, let me see everything that I recently used. Let me find this hot element. So here you see, if I click on the 3 dots, I see this is made by Wind Awake. So this designer created this. So if I click on his name, this is everything that he uploaded to his Canva store for you to use, you the subscriber or free user. Most of this is pro. You see it has a crown symbol, so you cannot use this as a free subscriber. So this is everything for pro Canva subscribers. So if I click on this, and if I export this now, if I download this in any form, PNG, PDF, he is going to get paid for that. So let me just delete this. Now, why is this important? This here, some of these are pro elements. My dots here are pro elements. If you use it in the template, once you share this as a Canva template with someone who is going to use it, it is going to be credited to me only if the buyer exports the end file. So if this is my template and I'm selling you this as a template, and you, the buyer, if you export this with my clip art here in the background, I'm going to get paid. But if you sell this image as PNG, PDF, or any other digital form that is not bringing your buyer back to Canva, I only get paid once, and that is at the moment you exported this as PNG and PDF. So that moment you actually used my clip art. I'm not going to get paid ever again if you are selling this as a PNG, because once it is a PNG, nobody knows it is mine. It literally becomes yours. So you are making substantially more money than me using my own artwork. And this is why Jo Petzer made her post and why everything started in the first place. Obviously, if you are using free elements, so even free elements are provided by some creators. So when I upload something to my portfolio here, I can select, do I want that to be free or pro? If it's pro, I'm going to get paid. If it's free, it's free. That's it. I'm releasing myself from all the Canva obligations to pay me, and you can use that in your project completely free, even as a free subscriber. The trick here is that we are selling something and you could make profit out of it. So we are offering you our designs through Canva, but you could also create a design and have 0 sales. So that is the trick. So if I switch to my Gumroad store, I'm going to show you something in my Gumroad store. So this is my Gumroad store where I sell clip art, but I also sell my software and projects and stuff like that. So let me scroll through my last software, this one. So PowerPoint add-in shuffler. The price of my software is $90 United States. So what is the catch here? The catch here is that you could buy this shuffler for $90 and you can make $1,000 a month, or you can make $0 a month by creating something using my shuffler. Regardless of your profit, I will make one time, because it is a one-time purchase, I will make $60 to $80 depending on the tax and fees from your purchase. And that is it. That's it. That's my entire profit from your purchase, $60 or $80. After that, everything that you create using my software, and you can create something that is going to give you a huge profit, or you can create something that is not going to give you no profit whatsoever. That is completely up to you. I cannot come to you. Maybe I see someone's book on KDP that was obviously made with my software, and I see that the book is going viral. It is selling like hot potatoes. I cannot come to that person, check her email that she used to purchase my software. I cannot come to her, okay, can you give me 30% of your profit because you are doing all of this using my software. It doesn't work like that. By that logic, if somebody purchased my software and it's not making any money, they should come to me and say, okay, Marina, can you fund me can you pay my electricity bill this month because I cannot afford it because I purchased your software and now I'm not making any money. So it goes both ways. I have my product. It doesn't matter what that product is. It can be a clip art, it can be a book, it can be a software, but I set a price to this product that I'm comfortable with. So this is my price, this is my choice. Now, it is up to you to use this legal way to make profit out of it. But whatever profit you make out of this, it is not mine anymore, it is completely yours. Now, I can be sad because you are making more with the tool I developed, and I can also be sad if you are making less after purchasing my software and you are in the minus. So it can go in all directions. So this is the core of selling things on internet. There is always a chance someone is going to do the same or similar thing as you and make way more money. So I hope that you understand why it was important that you put yourself in the right state of mind. And now that hopefully you are in that right state of mind, we can go to see what actually happened with Jo Petzer and with her post that she created in Facebook group. This presentation that you see here, this is obviously a Canva presentation. I'm going to provide you this as a template because I'm using Pro Elements, because I'm using my own Pro Elements and I'm using other people's Pro Elements. I'm going to provide you with template link to this. So if you have Canva free or Pro, you can access this. Of course, if you have free subscription to Canva, all the Pro elements will be watermarked. So in this case, my element here, it's going to have Canva watermark. So everything that you see here, you can also check in the link, and you can open in Canva, so you can maybe even follow this video along as I scroll down through each of the slides. So let's review the timeline. Also, all the links that will be down below in the video description will also be in this Canva template. So you do not have to copy paste all the links from my description. You can also just copy the first link, that will be this Canva template, and you can just scroll through all the links. These are all the links that I'm mentioning throughout this video. And here we have finally the Canva situation timeline. So what happened? In case you do not know, on 5th of April 2023, Jo Petzer posted her Canva, let's call it manifesto, on Facebook group. This Facebook group is called Canva Design Community, and in brackets you have official. The admin on that group is a person that actually works for Canva, but Jo Petzer is group moderator and Canva ambassador, but she doesn't work for Canva. And on 7th of April, in the morning, because this was evening on the 5th, and then it spread like wildfire on 6th, I openly confronted Canva on Twitter to provide statement regarding Jo's claims. So that happened on 7th of April. On 8th of April, May AROYO, so designer and artist, and if you are not following her, you should check her channel. I'm going to show you. This is her channel, so be sure to check her out. This is sadly her only video. She posted more videos about all of this, but I know this is going to sound shocking to you, but she actually received death threats, which is still mind-blowing. That, I mean, I know, it's just go to her channel, watch this video and watch her other videos, because they are very educational and very helpful. So if you want, after this video, or you can pause this video completely or stop this video and watch her video, she's going to give you a lot more explanation that was as it was happening. My video, this video is coming after everything is more or less done for Canva. It is not finished for us because Canva did not do anything. It is finished for Canva, but I'm going to make sure that it is not finished for Canva. I'm going to keep pushing them until they reply with the proper answer. So check AROYO, check her video, this one particularly, so you can see what happened to her after she posted the video where she dissected Jo's post on Facebook, every single image that she created. And she demanded, just like everybody else, that Canva replies officially. But unfortunately, all of this that Jo Petzer did was during the Holy Week. So everything that she did was during the Holy Week, during Easter time. Now, I'm not sure why she picked the most celebrated vacation on earth for all the Christians, why she decided to pick this week, but that is up to her to know. Now, at some unknown point, so we are following this timeline, at some unknown point, Jo Petzer updated her post that she is not Canva employee. So this was the biggest issue after she posted her post. She has this moderator tag as on the top of the group, and the group has official Canva tag. And because all of that, if you combine all this information, people presumed she is working for Canva and she is talking on behalf of Canva. And what she was saying is that you cannot use Canva elements, so clip arts, templates, photos, anything, you cannot use them commercially for print on demand. So we are talking KDP, Redbubble, Etsy, Zazzle, none of that is allowed, and you cannot use any Canva elements, free or pro. And that was the first confusion here. And then she updated her post that she is not a Canva employee. So that was okay from her end, that maybe she should start with that, but she finally corrected herself. Next confusion happened when she stated multiple times that replies that we receive in emails from Canva customer support are not valid, since she, and this is something that she indirectly implied, since Canva support team is also not clear on the rules what is allowed or not. We should only focus on what we see on Canva website. So whatever information we receive in email from Canva support, that is not correct. That is not correct. That is, if it's not correct, then it's wrong. What other option is if it's not correct? And we should refer to Canva website rules. Now, this would be all perfect if Canva website rules are clear. Now, I did not participate in this at all. I did not participate in her post. I did not participate in the group at all. In this situation where you are not 100% sure is the person representing company or not, there is absolutely no point of arguing or talking to her at all. She has her understanding of Canva licensing and we have our own understanding of Canva licensing. So I went straight to Canva Twitter account. So I went straight to Canva Twitter account again, asking Canva to provide official statement regarding Jo's claims. But once again, this is Easter. Canva is on vacation. Everybody on the planet are on vacation except Jo and who knows who else. And yeah, I sent emails, and in the meantime this post was getting a lot of attention. And the next day what happened is that Canva updated the licensing, and they provided text examples, and they also deleted Jo's post. They deleted her post, but they did not provide any statement regarding her post. They just, okay, it never existed, let's close our eyes and pretend it never happened. Okay. Now, after May posted her video, a lot of other YouTubers joined in on the subject, and to my surprise, instead of finally joining in and combining our voices to get Canva to properly explain licensing to non-designers, users of Canva, because that is the biggest issue here. Most designers knows exactly how they can use online clip art elements, but it is almost impossible to explain that to a non-designer because each project is slightly different. And when I say I made video about this, but at the moment I didn't go into depth of everything. I just made video to tell you, all of you, to ask Canva to create better visual samples of what is allowed and what is not allowed. This was the perfect time for you to join in, so us to join our voices. But when I asked you to do this, you replied to me, oh, I sent email. I asked you, go to Twitter, go to Facebook, go to their public social media accounts, something that is publicly accessible, something that everybody can see. Ask your questions publicly and ask Canva officials publicly. We are not going to make any changes with private emails. Everybody moved on, everybody pretends it never happened, and everybody just, okay, maybe yes or no, we can use Canva. But still, I'm still 100% sure that 99% of you have no idea, can you use Canva for whatever you are using Canva for. And I did not make any videos because I was waiting for Canva to reply to my email, because I was all this time, so from day one to here to yesterday, I was communicating with Canva on Twitter and also in emails, because they just refused to reply to me on Twitter. They just kept, Marina, we send you email, we send you emails. Okay, let me see your email. And all the time when I sent them email, they replied almost instantly. I send them email, what about this? They reply. What about this? They reply. What about this? They reply. Perfect. Everything was doing great. I had enough data, enough information to make this video for you 3 weeks ago. But then I reached a problem. My last email to Canva, my last couple of emails to Canva, and they are not replying, was, can I share the data that you send me, the information that you send me in my YouTube channel? Can I share it in my Facebook group? Can I share it to the people that are also just like me, Canva subscribers? And they stopped replying. I asked them 3 times, I asked them 4 times, they just do not reply. And my question here is, if I'm Canva subscriber and I'm asking you that you tell me legal rights I have as a Canva subscriber, how I can use Canva, and you reply to me with the set of rules, and I ask you, can I share these rules, and you do not reply, what does that mean? These rules that you provided me with, who are these rules for? So is there like a folder with, these are Canva rules for Marina, these are Canva rules for Jo, these are Canva rules for May, so each individual person on planet gets their own individual Canva rules. That doesn't make any sense. And 2 days ago, something happened on Twitter. something happened on Twitter that I needed, and I needed this because email is email. I can share the emails that I have because they are mine, but I cannot share emails others receive from Canva because that belongs to them. That is a private communication between them and Canva. So what I needed all this time is for something to happen publicly. So it doesn't come from me, it comes from Canva, and it comes from publicly accessible source. So I do not have to give you any secret information. I can give you something that you can see, witness yourself by going to that and that location. So on 14th of May, Canva tweeted something, and after I asked something, they deleted that tweet. Canva right there had two choices. They could share their reply. If everything about Canva rules is clear, all they had to do is write a reply to my tweet. That's it. But they did not reply to my tweet. They deleted their tweet. And I'm going to show you everything. And let's move on. So that is where we are now. This is now deleted Jo Petzer Facebook post. Basically, what she said in this post is that you cannot use free or pro elements commercially. Of course, that's a short version. You can read it out, you can pause the video, or you can download it down below. Everything is, so I'm not hiding anything. Everything is here, nothing is cropped or anything. That everything that was on Facebook, it's here as well. This is the collection of her images that she posted together with that post on Facebook, and I turned them into something that you can read because this is green on green. I'm not going to go there. And now everything that you see green check mark here, that means it is correct. It is correct. There is nothing wrong with everything she stated all the way up to here. This is where it gets blurry. And I want to emphasize something here. I want to emphasize something that is very important. When I say something is allowed and something is not allowed, that is wrong. When Jo Petzer, who's been working with Canva for years, maybe even decades, say something is allowed and something is not allowed, she's also wrong. We are all wrong. Every single person on YouTube that is telling you how you can use Canva is wrong. And the reason why we are all wrong is because Canva doesn't know how you can use Canva. If Canva doesn't know how you can use Canva, then anything I say or anybody else, it is just not possible to be correct. It's not possible to be correct. So I'm not going to go through all of this. I'm not going to dissect all of this. You can download all of this down below in the link. You can read it for yourself. I'm going to skip to this section here. The main key element that Canva is pushing is that free elements can be used if you overlap them. For past 30 days, every single day, I have been asking Canva to provide us with visual sample. Visual sample. You have so many designers, in-house designers, and you cannot tell me that in 30 days you could not do, let's go to design bundles. So this is design bundles net licenses. Let's scroll down. Let's go to view full and complete premium license. So this is website where you can sell and buy clip art. So they have text, bunch of text, same as Canva, bunch of text. Very nice, very lovely. But then as you scroll down, we have examples. Now, can you tell me just how hard it is to provide this to Canva subscribers? An image of Canva free element, and what can you use it for and what you cannot use it for. This is not allowed, this is not allowed, this is allowed. This is not allowed, this is allowed. This is a Canva element, this is a Canva element, this is a Canva element. This is what you can use it for, you cannot use it for this, you cannot use it for this. As simple, as straightforward as can be. This is from design bundles. Creative Fabrica also has a similar licensing terms where you can actually see a visual example. This is a pattern. You cannot do this, you can do this, you can do this. I mean, this is for somebody who is a professional designer, and if it's working for Canva, this is a one-day task. one day, 3 hours task. Just sit everybody together and agree what you're going to present. So this is what I've been asking for all this time. Visual example, what is allowed and what is not allowed. You see here we have Canva clip art. Let's pretend this is a Canva clip art. You cannot put it here and then text below. You cannot do this. This is not allowed. You cannot use this commercially. Here you have 1 and 2, and then you added heart on top, but the heart is just extra. It's not covering anything. Here we have this dinosaur, and then we added flowers. The flowers are our own element, and this is the trick. So this is an element you purchase on Canva, or you use on Canva if you have Pro subscription. This is an element that you are using from Canva, and then on top of everything, on top of all layers, all elements that are free or Pro, you put your own drawing, your own illustration, and this is now allowed to be sold commercially. And you have all these samples. So this is what I've been asking Canva to do all along. Just give us visual sample. But they didn't give us visual samples, they gave us a story, written story. So in this case, some people could say this is allowed. So this is a free element, this is a free element, this is a free element. But if I use the logic of Canva wordings, they say standalone elements need to be overlapped in such a way that nobody can extract them. So whatever here in this combination here is on top, so this balloon is on top of everything. I can extract this balloon because it is on top. If I put bear on top of everything, I will be able to extract the bear. So no matter how many elements I overlap, there is always going to be an element that is on top, and that element on top is a standalone element. It doesn't matter what's behind. You see, if I put the bear here, it doesn't matter the tree is behind. I can still crop it out. I can still use it. So it doesn't matter. So the way to use this would be, let's go. Let's see, will I able to do this one. So this is a hat that is my own clip art. So if I do this, let's move bear here, let's put here, and let's put the hat like this. Now, this is a design I can use commercially. I am using free elements. According to Canva rules, I am allowed to use free elements, but I have to overlap them. And when they say overlap it, they actually mean this. They mean that the final object on top of everything needs to be either text, so I could use, but it would be a problem because I need to overlap text. I need to overlap it here and here. So text needs to overlap all the elements that are on the image. By doing this, the top element, so the tree is overlapped by the bear, bear is overlapped by the hat, and the balloon is also overlapped by the hat as well. So now I have a design that I can sell. So that would be my suggestion if you are using, if you have only free subscription, if you are using free elements, that when you put them, stack them up on top of each other, you need to put something on very top that is your own work, or you can use, for example, Creative Fabrica has this huge bundle. It has plenty of other, but this is just an example of huge bundle, where you have over 5,000 images that you can use as a topper, because you have commercial and full POD usage allowed with Creative Fabrica. So if I take this pumpkin and I put this pumpkin on top of everything, all the free elements in Canva, I'm okay, I'm good to go. So let's scroll down. If you didn't watch Shimi videos, if you're not following him, check his channel as well. He's always talking about, he's not focusing on KDP, he's more focusing on POD, print on demand. But in his video, he was very close. He also dissected the Canva rules, but he was very close with his design and trying to interpret what the Canva meant in their design. So this was his design, and this is still not allowed. Now this is something that I asked Canva in email. Is this allowed? And they said no, it is not allowed because the mountain is still standalone element. So you cover the sun, so sun is good to go, but the mountain is still completely can be extracted from the image. So this would be a way for you to make this design good to go. Sun is a free element, mountain is a free element, and you need to place something on top that is going to make those free elements incapable of being extracted individually. Mountain is blocking the sun from being extracted individually. Letters are blocking the mountain to be extracted individually. And this is now allowed. This here is now allowed. So he was close what he was thinking. The only thing that was missing is to put the letters on top of the mountains or something else. That is not done by Canva. So that is not done by Canva. So I could put maybe a bear or something. I don't know. Do I have anything? Maybe bird. Let's put bird. And let's remove background. So this. So I could do this. So the object that is on top of everything is my own object. It is blocking the mountain, and the mountain is blocking the sun. So this would be now allowed. So something needs to block the element that was completely designed in Canva for Canva. Something needs to block that element from being extracted from your design. Let's continue. Now, when I asked Canva to make changes, visual samples, this is what they call visual sample. Text, 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 nothing but text. So let's try to make something out of this text. I dissected all of this, but I actually made it into visual sample. So you can go to this link and follow along. So first thing that they are mentioning here is they are mentioning Zahir. Let's see what Zahir is doing. Zahir is making wedding templates, and he is a wedding template designer. He is selling his templates on Etsy. And we have two scenarios. Zahir creates some invitation templates that include pro element, and Zahir creates some invitations that only include free element and free photos that he took himself and uploaded to Canva. Let's see what Zahir can do with his wedding templates. So this is scenario number one. Zahir used in his template pro elements. So this is a pro element, this is a pro element. Text is, all fonts are free to use commercially, so fonts are good to go. But this is a pro element, this is a pro element. The only thing that this guy Zahir can do on Etsy with this is sell it as Canva template link. That's it. He cannot sell this in any other way, shape or form except Canva template link. If you are buyer of this Canva template link, what you can do is print out and use this privately. You cannot resell this, you cannot modify this template, so there is no way you can use this commercially if it was provided to you as Canva template link. Unless you have pro account, and then you have to agree with Zahir and have a written signature agreement that you're going to use it commercially, but that is going to be at the end of the video. Next, Zahir is creating wedding template with free elements. So this is a free element, as you can see here, and this leaf here is also a free element. What Zahir can do with this is he can sell it as a flattened PDF, he can sell it as PNG, JPEG, and also, of course, always as usual, can sell it as Canva link. Now this is question here. What does it mean, flattened PDF? If I go to my design, let me see, where is my design? Here it is. So this is my design. I'm now Zahir, and I created this design using free elements. What can I do with this? I can go to share, I can go to download, I can go to PDF, print, because it is going to be printed, and now I have two options. I can download this like this, just click on download, or what I can do is, let's go to share again, download, select PDF, or I can click this here, flatten PDF. I check this and I download again. And now this is what I have. I have one design that is not flattened, and I have a second design that is flattened. And do you see what happens if I move between two designs? You see, for this design, I do not get any warning from Nitro, and here I get a warning. It tells me that they are detecting there is some text here, and if I want to edit this text, they can change the text into editable text. So that is OCR. That is what OCR means. But that means this here I cannot edit. So if I click on this, you see everything is shaded blue. I cannot double click on text and edit text. This is flattened PDF. Flattened PDF means that everything was grouped and merged into one single image. This is the first PDF I downloaded, and you can see as I scroll with my mouse, it is highlighting all the elements individually. And if I double click on the text, I can actually type, I can edit text here, because this is not flattened PDF. You see here, this illustration is covered with flowers. But if I do this, you see actually I have the full image, entire illustration is completely visible and extractable, and this is not allowed. So if you sell your PDF without flattening from Canva, whoever purchased that PDF, he can extract this element, so they can remove this, and now they have this as a clip art, and they can do whatever they want with this one. I mean, they cannot, I'm talking about illegal use. If they do not have access to Canva and you sell them this, by doing this they automatically get access to a clip art that is available on Canva. So he can move, the buyer can move all of this, can change the text. So this is what happens when you download PDF that is not flattened. And if you flatten it, it is one single image, so nothing can be extracted. There is no way I can extract bottom of these two persons here, because that is permanently gone in flattened PDF. So if you are selling free elements on Etsy, so Canva, if you are using Canva with free elements, you need to make sure that your PDF is flattened. Let's go back here. So this is your design. You only used free elements and whatever font you want, and this has to be sold only as flattened PDF, PNG, JPEG, or as Canva link. But if you used Pro elements, you can only sell them as templately. You cannot flatten this and sell this as PDF, because you cannot do that with Pro elements. Let's move on. Martina wants to sell digital clip art. And what that means is that she's going to download this as individual PNG files, and then she's going to put that in folder and sell that as a collection of clip arts. This is a clip art, this is a clip art, this is a clip art. And this is not allowed. Neither free elements or Pro elements, even if you overlap them, you cannot sell them as a standalone clip art PNG that somebody else is going to use once again commercially. You can sell them like this, but the buyer is the end user. So the buyer is not going to type John and Mark and sell it, Lucy and Barry and sell it. The buyer is going to use this for her own project. And when I say project, I mean wedding or whatever, private situation, and that's it. They cannot use this commercially. So there is no way this can be used commercially by your buyer. You can sell it, but your buyer is the end user. Same here. You cannot sell this to somebody in such a way that that somebody is going to make another set of products and then sell it. Your buyer needs to be the end user. So Martina is clear. I believe that was clear already. And now we come to the problem. John is making t-shirts and other print-on-demand products like mugs. Now, all the way up to this point, in this guide, Canva was using free and pro content. And then suddenly, when they switched to John, then this is the most important question of all, print-on-demand service. Suddenly, for whatever reason, they switched to John uses a mixture of graphics and fonts. Why? What is a mixture of graphics suddenly? All the way up to here, it was free and pro. If you go down, free and pro. But for this section, that is the most important that we are all asking, and that was the most confusing, and that still is the most confusing. Suddenly they changed their wordings, and now the free and pro elements are no longer free and pro elements. Now it says mixture of graphics. And I believe, yes, this is a screenshot of my email to Canva, and this is, I'm going to read you. This is not enough. John uses a mixture of graphics and fonts to create his original designs. Is John using free or pro elements? What percentage of overlapping is considered enough? And in this case, apple is overlapped with banana, but banana is not. So what happens with banana? Is banana standalone? So that was my question. And he doesn't own copyright, so he can't sell it anywhere where copyright confirmation is needed. So that was my question to Canva, and they replied everything except what I was asking. For the sample scenario featuring John, since he intends to create a design that's meant to be printed on physical product, he is then allowed to use both free and pro content in creating his own unique design, and that's it. So this is the answer to my question, and this is my question regarding the free and pro elements. And then you have this huge part here with images, and they are not addressing that at all. So they completely ignore this. They completely ignore what percentage of overlapping is considered. What about banana? Is banana standalone or is banana overlapped element? What about this? Is this enough? So how much of overlapping should I do? Is this enough? Is this enough? Is this enough? So my conclusion is this here. Where was it? This here. So if you are using free element, if you still want to use Canva and Canva free elements, make sure that the last element, that the top layer, is something that you created or something that you typed. And you need to, when you are looking at your design and when you are looking at elements, so let's duplicate them. So when you are looking at your elements that you used on the side, so look at the elements you used and look at your design, and now tell me, is it possible for a human to get this image from your design? Is it possible for a human to get this image from your design? If the answer is yes, then you need to fix your design. That's it. This here, but they did not say that. I'm basing, the reason why I'm giving you this advice is because I'm basing that of what the entire industry is stating how you can use clip art. So this is not Canva rule. This is actually industry standard, that if you are using clip art from internet for your own design, your design, in order to be your own unique and that you can actually sell it further, you need to add your own elements. And because of the famous overlapping restriction by Canva, we presume that that overlapping means that the top element needs to be your element. I cannot put flower in the back, my flower in the back, and then put Canva flower on top, and that would be considered okay. My flower needs to be on top, and everything else that is from Canva needs to be overlapped. Next example they gave us was Nadia. Nadia is making a poster, and her design consists of a single photo with a border around it. So Nadia cannot use pro or free photos from Canva because she is like, this is a standalone image. Nadia cannot use this as well, this as well, this as well, because she used another element on top of this element, but now this element is not overlapped. So the only way Nadia can use this is, let's duplicate this, let's type my vision board. Let's do this. Let's put this on top of everything. And let's go to effects. Let's change color to something wild. No, I want yellow. And let's change this to okay. That's a color combo to burn your eyes. So now this is allowed. This is not allowed because anybody can extract. In this case, I can extract this photo, so that's not allowed. In this case, I cannot extract this photo, but I can extract plane. Plane is standalone element, so that's not allowed. Here, I cannot extract the chart, but once again, I can extract the plane, so that's not allowed. This is now allowed. Everything is being blocked by something. My element is blocking all the Canva elements, and now this is allowed. And Nadia can use her own photos, so that goes back to what I said at the beginning of the video. You can use Canva as a tool, just like you would with Photoshop. You import your images, your own photos, you draw your own drawings, so you use Canva as a tool and you completely ignore everything that is here. So this is what you should avoid or try to use as little as possible, everything that is here. So all the elements, all the templates, everything that is here. Let's move on to next sample. Next example that they said is AJ is selling stickers. Now he makes this. This is what AJ made. AJ is not very bright because what he did is just dragged and dropped all the basketballs that he found in Canva, and now he is selling this as a sticker sheet in his sticker shop. This is not allowed in any way, shape or form. You cannot download them as a flattened PDF or as a PNG. Nothing is allowed here. So you cannot do this. Now what AJ can do is he can write a quote with a font, Canva font, and make that into a sticker, and that is allowed. He can sell that as flattened PDF or as individual PNG files. So this is something that AJ can do with his sticker shop. Kat is making greeting cards, and he wants he or she wants to sell greeting cards for her customers to print at home. So that's the same as the first guy that was selling wedding things. So the cards are not editable by Kat's customers, and Kat is using a mixture of fonts and free and pro contents. So this is the reason why I underline this, is because they do not mention what about overlapping. I'm going to presume that the rule of overlapping is valid for everything. So no matter what you are creating, no matter what you are selling and where you are selling or to whom you are selling, make sure that you always overlap the elements and that always the element is overlapped with something that is yours. So the final top element that belongs to Canva, that is from Canva, that element is overlapped with something that you created, that you have full commercial rights of. Also notice something interesting here. This is under section of printables. So I'm selling a printable. Kat wants to design and sell greeting cards for her customers to print at home. So if a customer is going to print something at home, so that means I'm delivering a digital design to the customer. You can only print something that is digital. You cannot, they're not saying customer can copy at home. They are saying customer to print at home. And then they say Kat is using a mixture of fonts and free and pro content. And now they are not saying element, they are saying content. Is pro content pro element? And at the beginning they said you cannot use pro element in your in your projects, only you can sell them as Canva template. So this is now on the same page of their guidelines. They have two contradicting advices. You cannot use Pro Elements in any digital form, only as Canva template. And now Cat suddenly can use Pro Element and send something digital that customer is going to print. And as you can see here, they are not mentioning flattened PDF, they are not mentioning JPEG, they are not mentioning PNG. So what is Cat selling here? This is my question to Canva. What is Cat selling? It says printables. It says customer to print at home. What is Cat selling? She can use mixture of fonts, free and pro content. She is allowed to do this by your Canva rules. What is she selling? Why you could not, for each example with words, use same wording, free and pro content or free and pro elements, and why you didn't stipulate it is the end file that is being sold is digital PDF, digital PNG, digital this or physical product. So this is another confusion that we have on Canva guidelines. So this is allowed maybe for greeting cards. You can sell this as a Canva template. If you are always worried about what to do, my suggestion is completely avoid selling any kind of digital design with Canva. Just focus on selling templates. Make sure that you make a note when you are selling Canva templates to buyers, add them a link to this guide so you transfer the responsibility to them. What else do we have? Selling a product based on Canva template. Blake wants to design and sell children's book. Now this is something that I already mentioned a couple of times, but people kept confusing this. Let's go to my channel. Now I already talked about this. Let's go to videos. Let's scroll down to, where is it? Designer explains the licensing rules. That's the video I'm looking for. Designer. Okay, this one. Let me mute myself because I cannot stand my voice. Okay, so this is what people keep mixing things up. Canva is one thing, KDP is another thing. Canva is not connected to Amazon, same as Creative Fabrica is not connected or related to Amazon. Now when Creative Fabrica tells you that you can do everything with their clip art, they mean everything privately with your publisher, with your print house, with your print agency. You can do everything, but you cannot do everything with Amazon because Amazon has their own set of rules. So this is what you need to understand. Just because some company like Canva or Creative Fabrica or whoever is giving you a license to do whatever you want with that clip art, that doesn't mean this company is going to allow you to do that whatever you want. It's because they have their own set of rules. And let me find a screenshot here that is here, this one. So this is a clip art that you took from Creative Fabrica, and it says that you have full print on demand usage. So what that means for KDP is that you cannot use it for KDP without editing, without changing, but you can use it without editing for your local publisher and your local print agency. So that is the same thing for Canva. You cannot use Canva elements, free or pro, for Amazon KDP. And you cannot use that because of that request that not Creative Fabrica, that where is it? I have everything here. Let me show you the image. This one. This is the issue. So when you upload image PDF to KDP, it is asking you that you check publishing rights. I own the copyright and I hold necessary publishing rights for that book that you created. Now the problem with this here is not Amazon. it goes back to Canva and it goes back to Amazon as well, because Canva is not stating that you can use their elements with full copyright. And because there is no that note, what could happen, I'm not saying that is going to happen, but what could happen is that you can get this email that this is an experience. I didn't copy paste all of it, but you have plenty of situations like this one. So this is just an experience by one person. So she used Canva images for KDP. She published a book, everything was doing great. Then she published another book and KDP blocked the book and asked that she provide evidence she owns the right to use the images, so clip art from Canva of whatever she used in the book. KDP doesn't know that you used Canva. And what she did is she provided them license, so license agreement and invoice from Canva, and KDP responded it is not sufficient. So this is the reason why at the beginning of the video I told you that you should not use Canva Elements Free or Pro for KDP. It is not that is not allowed. It is that you could have problems with it, because it all depends, will KDP allow or not you the license that you have from Canva, because Canva license is not 100% clear, and therefore KDP is not clear what you can do and cannot do with Canva images. And as a result, you could have two options: either you make a book with Canva and everything is fine, nobody asks you anything, or you get situation like this, your book is blocked, and then a couple of books get blocked, and then you terminate your account, you lose your account over what? Over images that you got from Canva. Now you need to decide, is this worth of risking your account? One of the biggest questions I received in past 3 weeks is what I'm going to do with books I already published and I'm using Canva. What am I going to do? And my reply was, ask Canva. Ask Canva officially, publicly, to share their reply. And you know how situation can be bad, and then from bad it can go to worse. Yes, it went from bad to worse. I asked everybody in my Facebook group, because people who watched my video, they didn't listen to me. So I forced the people in my Facebook group to listen to me, and I asked them, send email, go to Twitter. They didn't do it, but they actually sent email, at least that, send email to Canva. Can you use Canva Free and Pro elements with that exact same words for KDP? And this is where we have problems. This is where everything imploded once again. Half people received this black reply that you see here, and half people, including me, received this white reply here. So black reply here states, this is from Canva, you can use your design for a book cover and book interior for commercial purposes. While here, kindly refer to this part, blah blah blah. Some third-party websites like Amazon Kindle may require you to agree you own copyright in any design you upload to their service. If that's the case, you cannot use Canva content. You can use Canva content. You cannot use Canva content. You can use Canva content. So identical question, two completely opposite replies. And then I told you, ask them on Twitter, publicly. And no. Yes, I send email. You can sell them emails until the end of time, and you are doing just like lottery. 50% they're going to send you this, 50% you're going to get this. What do you get with this? Tell me, what do you get with this email here if KDP is going to block you because they received this from somebody else? So that agent that is working now with your book, he had already experience with Canva, and he knows that this is Canva reply. But you send him this, and he says, okay, this is fake. This is not Canva reply. Or maybe I send him this, and then he gets this. So this is my biggest problem. Same question, different answer. Can we use Canva elements for KDP? Yes, no. Yes, no. Officially coming from Canva. And now is the perfect time for us to switch to Twitter. I follow Canva on Twitter. So every time they do something, I'm notified. It is in my whatever that is. I don't know how it's called. And a couple of days ago, I spotted this as their reply. So let me zoom in. I know a lot of you focused on this person. This person is not important. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Everybody focused, oh, who is he, what is he doing, maybe this person, okay? Forget this person, okay? Forget him, he is not important. This is what is important. He posted on Twitter that he created a journal, you see, journal, using Canva, and he published this journal on Amazon KDP. It doesn't matter did he created this for the people of his church, or for selling, doesn't matter. He is not important in this story. What is important here is that he shared this video of his journal. This journal, as you can see, has this ballerina here, has the mermaid tail banner here, and has this mermaid here. So this is a book that you can buy at the moment on KDP Amazon. And now focus on this ballerina here and focus on this mermaid tail here. Focus on these two elements. Let's go to where is my design? Here, let's new page, go to elements here, and let's type watercolor mermaid. See all. Let's scroll down. Do you see here? Pro element. So this is a pro element, and let's see this user ballerina. Let's find ballerina. Let's find, I believe it's this one. Let me see, is my eyesight here? That's it. That's it. I believe that's yes, that's it. That's ballerina. So we have mermaid, we have ballerina. What else are we missing? We are missing mermaid banner. Mermaid banner. Here it is. Another pro element. And let's do we have orange? Okay. And let's find C. Let's find a nice image, pro image of the sea. So this is pro element, this is pro element. This is pro element, and this is pro element. Now tell me, Canva claimed from day one you cannot use pro element standalone for anything commercially. You cannot sell this commercially. You can only do this as Canva template, and if you are the end user, you can only print this and use it privately. You cannot print this and use it in business. So this here is that design. Let me change the shading. Can I change the shading here? No? Okay, then I'm going to delete it. But I believe you agree with me that this is the same thing. So we have ballerina, we have the mermaid tail, we have this mermaid, and we have the sea. So this is his cover. Let's see what Canva replied to his cover. You are a design superstar. Thanks a bunch for the shout out. Here is the more magical moments together. That's a spectacular design. And if you scroll down, you will see that Canva, so this is allowed usage. You said pro elements cannot be used in POD KDP since Amazon is asking for copyright rights. That mermaid and ballerina on his front cover are pro elements by Canva creator, and then I listed her or his tag. and he did not overlap them with anything, so they are technically standalone. And the reason why I posted this is because I believe this is a perfect opportunity. So we have the perfect example of a user that is not, okay, he is not a KDP user the way you and I are. So he just made a book for the members of his church. So it's not like he's going to suddenly make 10 billions of journals or 10 billions puzzle books. So please remember, this person is not important. He just, from the goodness of his heart, he created a couple of books for the members of his church. So I'm not complaining about anything. The reason why he did this, because he believed it is allowed, because there is nothing in Canva rules stating this is not allowed. There is no visual representation that this is not allowed. So therefore, he, the non-designer, cannot know that this is not allowed. And Canva replied that this design is amazing, great, all perfect. And I replied, what about ballerina being a standalone? What about all the elements being pro elements? And I hoped that Canva is going to reply, because it's a normal question. I'm not asking, I believe I'm not asking anything extraordinary here. So I'm not pushing any buttons that should not be pushed. I asked Canva, can we use pro elements? No. Can we use free elements? No. Okay. Normal question, normal answer. But suddenly, person is using pro elements, standalone elements on Amazon. And suddenly it is a spectacular design. So I hoped, because this is now public, this is now okay, now we are talking, now we are getting somewhere. Finally, we're going to make some changes. We're going to see some movement after 30 days. So this is what I sent. This is the part of my tweet. I sent them that the mermaid he used is a pro element. I sent them this as well. And I sent them this. This is from their email to me. Cannot use Canva content. So that is the email I got. And what happened next day is, can you see? Instead of replying to me, to everybody, to just, okay, he is not allowed, just send him a message. Hey, whoever you are, you did not use Canva according to rules. You need to remove your books from Amazon KDP, because if you do not, and Amazon KDP asks you, where did you get this ballerina? And you tell them from Canva, and they say, okay, that's not allowed. Let's terminate your account. So this person, this completely innocent person, is going to lose his KDP account because Canva deleted their tweet. Instead of just replying, oops, okay, we did not spot it mermaid on the cover, we did not spot it the mermaid is a pro element, we did not spot it that the pro element is standalone, that is not allowed, and we are going to be kind enough to send a message to this person, hey, sorry, to our Canva Pro subscriber, please, there has been some confusion, and what you created is not allowed. Go to your KDP account, remove your books, or change the cover, or use free element, or I don't know, something that is going to protect your user. Protect your user. Yes, maybe Amazon is never going to catch him up. Maybe Amazon is never going to touch his book in next 10 lifetimes, maybe. But what about this person? What about this person that received, where is she? This person. What about this person here? What about 10,000s of people that received this email from KDP? And they sent Canva license and KDP returned, it's not sufficient. The Canva license is not clear enough for us to accept your book. And we're going to block your book. So one book gets blocked, another book gets blocked, third book gets blocked, and your account is terminated. And you cannot make second account on KDP. So once a couple of your books get blocked, it's just like a red flag. Once you have too many red flags, KDP is like, okay, we leave our platform. So, yeah. When I woke up and saw this, I was not in the right mood. to make a video, and I believe it's a good thing, because if I made video on the day when I saw this, it would not be a pleasant situation for anyone. So I gave myself 2 days, and I gave Canva 2 days, additional 2 days to reply. So where is my Twitter account? Where is my Twitter account? So this is okay. So I asked, this is Jo Petzer manifesto, this is her post, everything is still here. So the mermaids, this is what I asked Canva. You see, this, Canva, is this allowed usage of pro elements? I mean, am I taking crazy pills here? What's happening here? Is this question so out of this world bad that I cannot get an answer to this question? Do you comment down below? Do you think that this is me being out of line? Is this me being out of line? Canva, is this allowed usage of pro elements? Yes, no. Simple as that. Here, I'm not okay. Let's forget about everything else that you have on your platform. Everything else. Just tell me, this ballerina, yes, no. This mermaid, yes, yo. This mermaid on top of this sea, yes, no. This banner, yes, no. Simple as that. You cannot get any simpler than this. Is this allowed usage of pro elements? And their reply is to delete the tweet. And yeah, let's move on. Oh, fun here. And finally, the last example that they provided us with is Ali. And Ali is a freelancer, and I'm not going to read all of this. You can do that because this makes no sense whatsoever. So Ali, if you are watching this video, you, Ali, the freelancer, just use Inkscape or Affinity Designer or whatever you want and be free. Just for this, don't use Canva, okay? Just don't. This, I have to track down the person who purchased my template and then make him sign that he understands how to use template. I mean, what? Okay. Okay. Here, this is a reply to my extra questions regarding the examples they provided. You can pause the video and read this. You can also download all of this in the link down below as Canva template. Here as well, and that's the end of this video. That's the end, not the end of the video, that's the end of Canva situation part of this video. So the reason why I've been waiting all these weeks to make this video is I needed an evidence. And I was hoping that evidence is going to be in the form of Canva providing us with license that is clear, that is understandable, and that is publicly accessible to all. But as a result, what we had is this here. Yes, you can, no, you can, yes, you can, no, you can, maybe, yes, no. Buy a 8-ball, spin it around and ask the 8-ball, can you use Canva for your commercial purposes? But should you cancel your Canva Pro subscription? That's the next question. Should you cancel your Canva Pro subscription? And my answer to that is no. Let's go back to this one. You can still use Canva as a tool. If we look at this from a different side, if you forget free elements and pro elements, if you can do that, if you can forget free and pro elements, you need to remember that Canva is, number one, an easy tool to use. It is user-friendly tool to use. It is cheaper than Photoshop, because if you connect with 5 people and you make it as a Canva Pro team, you only pay $2 per month, and I believe $2 or $3 per month is not a price to even debate about. So all you have to do is find 5 random people together in a team. You purchase Canva Pro Team and you can use all the pro features of Canva. And that is where Canva truly stands out when it comes to all the other tools. So Photoshop is great, but once you install it, it's 3-4 gigabytes. Once you open it, it's 3-4 gigabytes. And when you do anything in it, it's bazillion gigabytes. So just no. And also I have 3 Photoshops installed on my computer, not because I'm being fancy, it's because every single Photoshop has bugs. So I have Photoshop 21 that has transparent canvas. Photoshop 22 has a bug, so you cannot have transparent canvas. Photoshop 22.1, you cannot use the pen tool properly, it glitches. And so it's like madness. It's just absolute madness. So in that relation, Canva is a saver, really a lifesaver. Canva has some features that Photoshop doesn't have. So it's not clogging your computer, you can access it from anywhere, you have a large free storage for your designs. So that's also something that is benefit for Canva. If you go to File, you have version history. So that is also something that you cannot do on Photoshop. Once you are finished, once you are saved, you cannot go back 10, 20, 30 steps in the back. So you have with Pro, of course, with Pro subscription, you can go back and extract any version of your design from the past. You also have a background remover tool that is based on Remove BG. And Remove BG is one of the best on the market and it is extremely expensive. If you have Canva Pro subscription, you can use that unlimited background removal. You have bulk upload options, you have drawing, you have whiteboard, you have, let me start a new blank screen, application, you have, where is it? You have bingo cards, so you can generate bingo cards. And this is if you upload your own images. So if you upload your own images, you can generate bingo cards using this application here. So Canva is, you can also create landing pages. You have 5 free landing pages. You can import images inside Canva. You can share your design just by sending a link to somebody else. So you don't have to download everything and then share it, upload it to WeTransfer or Dropbox. You can just share the link and people is going to have access to that design. What else you can do is, where is it? You can also use Magic Eraser. So let's do that. Let's try edit photo. Let's look Magic Eraser. Let's erase this from the image. And let's erase this from the image. So this is Canva Pro. This is Canva Pro. So now that you have erased this, you see you have a different image. You see here, we have Magic Edit. I'm going to go back and on this image, use Edit Photo, Magic Edit. And I'm going to here and continue. And I want to have Mega Shark jumping from the water. Mega Shark. Generate. Let's see what we're going to get. So this is Canva. I'm using Canva as a tool. I imported my own image and you see I have this one, I have this one, I have this one. This one is a little bit deformed, but this one is good. This one, I have a water splash. I can generate water splash here. I like this one. And done. And let me see, can I create a water splash here? Continue. Water splash. Generate. You see, do we have anything better? No, this one. this one, no, this one. Oh, this one is good. You see, so this is how you can use Canva. So people ask me, okay, should I cancel my Pro subscription? No, you should not cancel your Canva Pro subscription, because Canva as a tool is great. I never, when I started to use Canva, just so I can share answers to people that kept asking me, Marina, how can I do this in Canva? How can I do this in Canva? Because I didn't use Canva, I didn't know how to answer them, and they didn't have any, at the time, they didn't have video tutorials for that particular question, and I was not recording videos at that particular time yet. So I just used Canva just to show them how to do something, but I was not using Canva as a designer. And when I did use Canva as a designer, it was using Canva as a tool. It was never using Canva with all the elements that you have here. So these elements here. These elements, especially today with the Midjourney, you can create all of this. You literally do not need anything. Anything that you see here, you can create with Midjourney, or you can create with Creative Fabrica Spark. You can create with Stable Diffusion, with Leonardo. So all these clip arts here that are causing all the problems. So this mermaid that is causing problems, let's put her here, the famous standalone element. She is causing problems to you, to your business. Then simply do not use it and create your own. You have so many tools, you have so many ways that you can generate this image in this quality so easily, especially if you have Midjourney. So there is absolutely no reason for you to push the usage of this element if you are selling your product on markets where using of Canva can cause you the loss of your account. So you need to think outside the box. So Canva is great as a tool. When it comes to elements, try to avoid them. If you must use them, make sure that the image on top is your own image, that you have full commercial rights, and that is not from the Canva element system, pro or free. Now, after all of that is said, you also asked me to give you alternatives, and you have somebody suggesting you Microsoft Designer. When it comes to Microsoft Designer, it is very close to Canva, but unfortunately, because Microsoft has no idea that we exist, Microsoft people have no idea about KDP, Etsy, POD. All of that is a complete mystery to them, and because of we are mystery to them, their license terms is not mentioning anything about how we can use Microsoft Designer. So here they only mention PowerPoint presentation of your work to a client, and when they say presentation of your work to a client, they actually mean in office room, conference room, you using Microsoft Designer to create a slide presentation to present your product to potential clients. They do not think about small little guy selling small little printable on a small little Etsy. So they are not talking about that at all. So when it comes to Microsoft Designer, you cannot use it as well. Not because you do not have license, it's because there is no license at all. There is absolutely nothing mentioning here, can you use Microsoft Designer commercially, because you are not their target audience. Another alternative that is still not available, but it could be available very soon, is Creative Fabrica Studio. If you are interested in testing Creative Fabrica Studio, join the waitlist. The link is down below in the description. It is going to be a tool that is going to continuously being developed as per demand from the user. So it is going to respond to our feedback. So this is a perfect time, perfect opportunity for you to mold this tool as much as you can, of course, as much as it is legally possible, to have a tool that you will be able to use commercially. because Creative Fabrica understands already, they know. So it's completely opposite situation from Canva. When Canva started, they had no idea about KDP. They still don't have this group that is focusing on KDP and print on demand, and this group of people that work for Canva understands KDP, because if they had this group of people, that group of people would provide us with proper visual license explanation. Creative Fabrica is completely different ball game here. They know about Etsy, they know about KDP. A large amount of their products is people buying for KDP, people creating for KDP, so they know about all of this. And because they know all about this, it is the perfect opportunity for you to give them suggestions. What can they do to make Creative Fabrica Studio better for you? So Creative Fabrica Studio is going to be something similar to Canva. It is going to be a design platform where you can create your designs and you can make your designs stand out, and we can streamline your creative process. It is not available yet. You can join the waitlist here. It is, once it is open, it is not going to have all the magnificent features same as Canva, because they have to start with something. So it's not going to be at the beginning identical to Canva. I believe you all know that Canva took years and years to develop to reach this stage. Just recently we had the layers opportunity. So how long is Canva on the market? And just recently they added this ability that we can move things around. So it is not something that it can be done in the middle of the night. Okay, tomorrow morning I'm going to make Canva that has layers. This takes months and months and months of development and adjustment of the system. So for Creative Fabrica Studio, it is also going to be a work in progress. But the benefit is, like I said, the CEO of Creative Fabrica, the people that work in Creative Fabrica, the support team, this is important. They already received questions regarding KDP and how can the clip art from Creative Fabrica be used for KDP. So they already know about that. They already familiarized with all of this. So once you provide them with questions regarding KDP, POD, Redbubble, Zazzle, they're not going to reply to you, yes, no, maybe, we don't know. They're going to give you a clear answer. This is allowed on Etsy, this is not allowed on Etsy, this is allowed on Amazon KDP, this is not allowed on Amazon KDP. And also there is a license agreement for some of the parts of what Creative Fabrica Studio is going to have, and I already made suggestions to that license agreement to include KDP, or include can we use whatever we create in Creative Fabrica Studio in book interiors, in book covers. So I asked Creative Fabrica that they include this literally word by word. They include this inside their license agreement. So when I send this license agreement to KDP, it's not going to be we are not accepting it, because it's not going to have some mystery wording about free pro elements, standalone, overlappable, none of that. It's going to have, you can use Creative Fabrica Studio design for book cover and book interior, or it's going to have, you cannot use for book cover, but it's going to have that in the license. So that is something that we can do right now by your providing your feedback to the system. You have now opportunity to mold this into a tool that is going to be perfectly aligned to what we are using it in POD, Etsy, Redbubble, Zazzle, and similar environment. So I would suggest that you go click on the link down below and sign up for the waitlist, and then we can join together in this journey of Creative Fabrica Studio becoming the tool that we can use commercially, hopefully without restrictions, or if there are any restrictions, they're going to be clearly, openly, publicly understandable with images. That is important. Same as I'm pushing Canva, I'm also going to push Creative Fabrica to provide visual samples. That's it. That's the end of the video. If you have any questions, ask me down below. I don't know what I hope, because I hoped at the beginning that you're going to force Canva to reply to our questions, but you did not do that, and now we are still nowhere. We still know everything, but know nothing. Thank you everybody. Stay safe until the next video. I'll see you down below in the comments. Bye.